Myron is really just has this mentality as if women are eating off the plates of their man constantly, not realizing we have our own table. Hello everyone and welcome back. I found another video of Fresh and Fit being stupid. Let's watch it. For those of you that don't know, Fresh and Fit is a podcast meant to teach men how to get women. It's an alpha male, supposedly, podcast that is like dispelling the myths and breaking down the reason and secrets of women in like the worst way ever. Like they truly don't know too much about women. They're just... Honestly, from what I know about Fresh and Fit and their audience specifically, a lot of people just watch their channel for the sheer nonsense of it. Like it's fun to laugh at, but honestly, they are really dispelling really severe misinformation. And for those of you who have been around different areas of my channel, different playlists, you know that it is my charitable contribution to the world to dispel the misogynist and misogynist thinking that is being spread maliciously around the YouTube platform. So I found yet another clip of Fresh and Fit saying incorrect things. And it's really fun to just correct them and just remind people that these are not really the men that you should be taking advice from. Some men do give really good advice. These are not the ones. These are not the ones to go to. Let's see what bullshit they have to say this time.
I always laugh women to give themselves 10s, etc. If you're really a 10, then you're a supermodel and you should be married to an A-list athlete. You're not, though. And women, the thing is, women is that they arbitrarily give themselves their own scores. And if your score was really that high, you would be married to a high-value guy, but you're not. So therefore, that means you clearly have to work on yourself. But women love to give themselves perfect scores all the time and say that there's nothing wrong with me.
You want me to write myself.
But men, though, what I've come to realize with men is men operate in reality. Men understand, yo, I'm a fucking loser. Like, I don't see... Here's the thing. There's a difference...
Okay, we're going to stop right there because it's already gotten real stupid. Myron is saying... It's the tall, balding one. Okay, Myron is saying that if you are a 10, right? If you're a woman that considers herself a 10, if you're a true 10, you should be with a high value man. You should be with a man worth something. And right there, Myron is almost hitting at what the problem is here, but he's not realizing what you consider a high value man is not necessarily what women consider a high value man. And I'm speaking as the representative, the legal representative for the Temple of Tens, okay? The tens, you know, the women that I'm friends with, the pageant queens are the type of women that Myron think are actual 10s. So I think I have a little bit of leeway here to actually set him right. So as the legal representation for the Temple of Tens, I think the 10s would like you to know that what they consider a high value man does not equal what you consider a high value man. And what makes a man high value or worthy is what women determine, not what men determine, right? In the dating market, as Myron likes to say, men are what determine the value of women, but vice versa, women is what determines the value of men. Only gold diggers are going to value a man of status and money. If all you're looking for is status and money, that would be a gold digger. And sis, if that's your game, then by all means do it. But Myron has always said that those are the type of women that he instructs men to avoid, even though these men love to tout their finances and their status. They're like, don't get with a gold digger, but all of your actions show that all you want is a gold digger, right? Myron thinks that if you're a 10, you're obviously going to be with a man of high value. But honestly, those of us who are like good women who want a monogamous, serious relationship, we don't consider simply men with money to be high value. I specifically have always been of the mindset that I will not date or marry a man who is a celebrity, who is an athlete, who has any significant notoriety, because I don't want the drama and the trouble that comes with it. I want a 9-to-5 guy. I want a man who goes to a mundane, boring job and comes home to a fabulous, happy, beautiful, wonderful wife. I don't need you to have like the most fantastic whatever type of life. I am the spice to your life. Go to your boring job and then you come home to me. That's what I want. I do not want what Myron thinks a high value man is. I specifically avoid those men for the trouble that they bring because they are very selfish. They feel like their money can get them anything, including women, and that anything and everyone is easily replaceable. And I know a lot of other 10s that are of the same mindset. They don't necessarily care about a man who has all the money in the world. Not to say that it's not of, a benefit, but it's more like a cherry on top of the ice cream sundae, not the foundation of the sundae itself. What true high value women want from supposed a high value man is stability, is your ability to care for yourself and integrate another full-fledged woman into your life. As long as you are stable, she will be happy. But the most valuable thing I think women want the most is emotional maturity, communication, and reliability. Myron and people like Myron and men that follow Myron are not reliable. You cannot trust them. They are around any and every woman. They think that their behavior should never be questioned. They feel like they can get away and should get away with anything. And they feel like money is their power. Money is what's going to get them the world. Money is what you should bow down to when you come in contact with these men. They think their money is everything. And women love me because, I'm high value. I have money. I have this. I have status. Men like Myron deserve gold diggers, even though he says that's not what he wants. That's what he deserves. But the first thing we need to take from this conversation off jump, what Myron thinks is a high value man is not what the 10s believe a high value man is.
I'll never see a dude that lives with his mom, is a fucking bum, fat, etc., pizza grease on his shirt saying, yo, son, I deserve a bad bitch. Yeah. And then all his boys around him like, yeah, nigga, you deserve a bad bitch. You go, king. We don't do that shit.
Yeah, you do. Nope, you do. You 100% do. Women, we have all met that man who just thinks he gets to talk out the side of his neck. In fact, I have a photo of a FreshandFit supporter that tried to come at me on my Instagram DMs and thought I was about to let him live, talking out the side of his neck, talking about you women ain't nothing, you women ain't this. These are the type of men. Here, picture, full face out because I told you I was going to do it. Okay, I'm petty AF. You don't come at me sideways in a public comment section and think I'm not going to snatch your photos. Tripping. Myron's like, oh, men don't do that. Fat, men don't proclaim like they're the best, that they're everything. They 100% do. And all of us women have encountered those men who sit on the couch doing nothing out their mama's basement talking about, I need a woman who goes to the gym. I need a woman who's got this. I need a woman who behaves that and she's submissive and she cooks. And it's like, you ain't nothing. You are a couch potato, sir. You are the dirty, crusty French fry that rolled between the couch cushions. What are you saying? That's what you deserve. Myron is full of shit. And this is one reason that it's really hard to respect these men. It's just like, you guys are being so dishonest. You really have never seen a man like that, because every woman I know has. Every single one of them.
We got a bunch of fucking whales out here, chicks that look like dog shit, saying, yo, I deserve a top tier man. Yeah, you go, queen. Oh, and they'll dance with you. And you know what I'm talking about, queen. You see those fucking whales in the club thinking, yeah, it's single ladies. Oh, no, what the fuck? Y'all need to go back to the gym. But women gas each other up and lie to each other all the time. Hold on, let me finish. So they don't live in reality, bro. And they lie to each other and perpetuate this fucking bullshit narrative like, yo, I'm perfect. I deserve a high value man. And they're 300 pounds. What the fuck? But men, if I'm a fat loser, etc., my friends are gonna clown me. I'm not. You'll never catch a bum ass nigga that loses his mom. That's a loser and knows he's a loser, saying, "Yo, I deserve a bad bitch."
Lies. Lies.
How do you know that a woman hasn't turned down what you would consider a high value man based off of his, income and anything like that? Like, what if she just didn't want to be with that motherfucker because...
What does that have to do with the argument, though?
What I'm saying is, like, you said that if you are a 10, this is exactly what you said, right? You said if you are a 10, then you should definitely be married to a high value man. Yeah. This is what you said. So if you are a 10 and you're not married to a high value man, how do you know that she didn't just turn down those motherfuckers? Maybe she just doesn't want to don't want to be with somebody.
You want to know how? Because I know that the female biological imperative is to find the best man and lock him down in some type of security. That's why.
Definitely not every woman.
Okay.
Myron said the goal of every female is to find the best man and lock him down. Number one, not every woman is straight. So sometimes you just want to find the best female, which is fine. I mean, girl, get your woman, get your girl. But some women don't want to get married, but for the women that do, yes, they want to lock down the best man that they can find. But what you consider the best and what we consider the best is not the same. Myron bases quality off of financial capability and status. Women base quality off of your personality and your implied stability. We're not necessarily specifically looking for the numbers in your bank account. We're looking for the value you bring into our world, into our actual life. Am I going to live a happier life with you present than without you? That's not just money. Like, am I going to be mentally, emotionally happier in your presence? Like, when I see your face, do I get a big smile on mine? Am I happy waking up next to you? Are you going to support me? Not just like financially, because we don't need your money. Women can have jobs, Myron. I'm talking about when I'm sad, when I'm lonely, when I'm depressed, when I'm going through something. Like, are you going to be there? Are you going to be my partner? Are you going to care for me? Women place a lot more value on a man's emotional abilities, capacities, and values more than just like financial stability. Because I've been around men with money. I've dated men with money. And quite honestly, I didn't like most of them. I don't like them because they've never been forced to develop outside of their bank account. They don't have personality. They've never been forced to have one. They use their money for everything. So they're kind of like useless for any other purposes other than money, which is why gold diggers love y'all, is because that's all you're good for is your wallet.
And here we go with the exception to the rule. If I line up 100 women, 90 of them are going to want a stable relationship with a man of value that they admire and respect and want to be monogamous with that man and get security from that man. Women don't run around and sport fuck most of the time. Now, can some girls do it? For sure. But most of the time, if I line up 100 chicks, they're going to want one guy. Now, switch on the other side with men. Line up 100 dudes. Most of them are going to want a main chick and then have sex with as many girls as they can get. Most guys can't pull that off, though. So that's how I know that if a girl is really a 10, she should have a high value man by her side and a ring. And
okay, that was like a really big contradiction, okay? Because he just said, admittedly, 9 out of 10 women, a majority of women, is going to want one man of value that they can respect and lock down that one man. He said out of his own mouth, most women, a majority of women, do not sport date. Most women are not going to be sleeping around. Men will, but most women will not. But Myron has said, continues to say, high value men not only will sport date and date around, but if a man can, he's going to have a main chick and several side chicks. He's going to sleep with as many women as possible. So I'm using Myron's own logic here. If you know a majority of women are seeking out a monogamous partner, but the men you consider high value are not monogamous partners, what then is making you think that all these women are going after this man specifically, the one who doesn't want to be monogamous, the one they know they can't lock down? You think all women are going after that man. You literally just made this argument out of your own mouth, and he didn't even realize it. He just proved the fact that women do not value the men you consider to be high value. They are useless to us because they don't want to be monogamous, because they don't want to build a future, because they don't want to love and cherish one woman. He ain't worth nothing but his wallet. This is why y'all have issues with gold diggers. This is why. He just said it out of his own mouth and he didn't even realize what he said. And it's like, how did you miss this, Myron?
Like, everybody got their own form of rating themselves. Like, we all got a different fucking
and that's a problem
checklist.
Though. Yeah, but that's
why is that a problem though? Like, y'all the niggas making the checklist.
Yeah.
So now we're going down the fucking line. Like, oh yeah, I qualify.
Here's the thing.
Like, I don't like what?
Here's the thing. When men say what they like in women or whatever, y'all want to be like, la 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 la. But then you guys want to go ahead and arbitrarily assign a number to yourself based off what you think a man finds attractive. Here's a cold hard reality. Your confidence, your ambition, how much money you earn, your alpha female persona, it's not really relevant. These are things you look for in a man, but men don't necessarily look for that in you.
Why does it trigger y'all so much that women don't give a shit what you think? That is what he is upset about. He's like, women are assigning themselves arbitrary numbers regardless of what men say they are. Because we don't care about your ranking system, sir. What everybody considers beautiful is going to be different. And women have understood that If one man doesn't find me beautiful, another man will. So what do I look like ascribing to one specific person's definition of beauty when there's easily somebody else that's going to take me as I am? What bothers you is that certain women are not willing to play your stupid ass game. Well, I can assign myself a 10 all I want. You may not think that I'm a 10, but there's several men that do, and I'll take them. That's what Myron's not understanding. Like, most men aren't even going to agree on whether certain women are 8, 9s, or 10s because everybody's standard is different. Certain men from certain parts of the world, they think the thinnest woman they can find is going to be beautiful. Meanwhile, there's like other men who love thick, voluptuous women. Some men love boobs, other men love butts. Some men love blondes, other men love brunettes. There's never going to be an agreement on who and what is a 10.
I'm a really masculine man, but I want to wear a dress on Saturdays and go like this. You'd be like, what the fuck? You wouldn't take me seriously. But why do we have women running around saying, I'm an alpha bitch. Yeah, fuck, nigga. But you guys, like, why is masculinity for women accepted, but it's not accepted for men? Because men understand that they have to operate a certain way to get the opposite gender. Women don't, though. Y'all think, I'm going to act however I want. I'm a 10. I'm a queen. I'm not losing weight. I'm perfect, period. Nigga. You should accept me the way I come.
Yes, that's how we gonna do. I'm perfect. I'm a 10. I'm a queen. What's up? Why are you mad? You want women to be insecure. That's what you want. You want women to not feel good about themselves because it's easier for you to manipulate, Myron, and men like Myron. Women who do not have confidence, who always have that underlying insecurity, are a lot easier for men to control. It's a lot easier for men to manipulate. And he's asking this question and he's like, well, if it's okay for women to be masculine, why can't men be feminine? I do believe Scottish men do wear Scottish skirt kilts. That's part of their actual culture. And go ahead and tell those men they're not masculine because they're wearing a skirt. Just because you have issues with your feminine side, you're not easily expressive, and the feminine masculine balance within yourself, like that's something you should sort out with a therapist. But I know plenty of men who have no issue balancing the feminine and masculine within them. And it's the same thing with women. If I were to be on this podcast, if I were to see Myron in person, Myron would sense a lot of masculine energy out of me. When I appear on my channel, or if I was in a debate or something with Myron, you gonna get that ferocity. You gonna get that power. You're gonna have all that powerful energy. But that's not to say that I don't have feminine qualities. There is a balance, and depending on who you are and how you treat me, that depends on how much masculine and or feminine energy you get from me. Myron has to understand that women only show their feminine energy to you when they can trust you, when you deserve it, in certain circumstances. A woman showing her femininity requires her to let down some of her walls, let down some of her guard. And once again, this is why men like it so much, is because those women are easier to manipulate. They're easier to hurt. And a lot of women are going to keep their walls up until they feel like they can trust you. So of course, you're going to get that masculine energy. Of course, you're going to get that combativeness until she trusts you, until you've earned it. That's what you're going to get, because she has to be able to defend herself. And y'all hate a woman that knows how to defend herself. It just pisses you off to see a woman on your level. You want a woman to be subservient to you. You weak ass men cannot tolerate a woman that is as powerful or more powerful than you, which I totally understand. I get it. Strong women are not meant for weak men. So get out of the strong men's way, because you're out of your league, you're out of your lane. Queens are meant for kings, so you peasants need to move.
Are you attractive first? Are you feminine first? Are you submissive first? All that other shit comes in after the fact.
You gonna be submissive for the right nigga.
Oh, so you're conditionally submissive.
I mean, because the thing about it is, some niggas feel like because they make a lot of money, they could come in the house and treat you however.
Yes.
Because they just,
Yes.
So.
Well, if you're going to pick and choose when you want to be a lady, I'm going to pick and choose when I want to be a guy. I don't wear a dress on Saturday.
That's not what she said, Myron. That's not what she said. She said, you want to be submissive for the right man. And that is a mentality that almost every woman maintains, because this goes back to what I just said previously, a woman has to protect herself from men that would abuse her, harm her, lie to her, hurt her mentally, physically, her heart. She keeps those walls up. She is the guardian of her own temple up until she knows that she can trust you. She said, I will be submissive for the right man, meaning once you prove yourself that you are not going to play games with me. You're not going to damage my mental health. You're not going to uproot my life and just like be like a bull in a china shop and ruin everything. Then I will let those walls down. Then I can show you the soft side of me. What do I look like? Showing you my most vulnerable parts on like the first date. Are you crazy? Myron strikes me as a man who's never really ever gotten to the juicy center of a Tootsie Pop. He's never seen the soft underbelly of a woman because he is not willing to work to peel back those layers. To really get to the true center of who a woman is and what she's all about takes time, it takes diligence, it takes effort that Myron is not willing to put out, as he's shown throughout his entire podcast. Everything that he talks about is very self-centered. It's very self-centric. He's not willing to do what it takes to be a good partner. He doesn't even want to be a good partner. Myron preaches against monogamy. He preaches against marriage. He preaches against having one woman. No woman is ever going to be open with Myron because of these beliefs. Any woman that's ever around Myron or people that follow his advice is never going to fully trust these men. She's never going to fully let her walls down because she knows she's going to be hurt by them. She knows he's not going to be loyal. She knows, he's going to let her down. He's not going to be there to take care of her. He's not going to be next to her when she's sick. So then, of course, a woman's going to keep her walls up. I don't go on a first date as a completely, totally feminine, weak person. For all I know, the person I'm going to meet up is a serial killer. Like, I'm not about to just show up being a prissy little girly girl only to put it in men's minds that, oh, this girl is so soft and so gentle and so easily taken advantage of. You're asking us to damn near be roadkill, which I know is convenient for men, but don't expect women to just roll over and do it. We will give you the feminine energy. You will see that once you prove yourself a worthy man. You men who are lucky enough to find a truly good woman and smart enough to treat her right, she will show you and give you everything that you want. She will be your loving, supporting person. You will see her feminine energy. She will happily lay her head on your shoulder. She will annoy you with the amount of love she wants to give you when she truly is like comfortable with you. But you have to get her to that place to know that you are trustworthy, that you're not going to hurt her, that you're not going to damage her. Then you get all the gooey, juicy center parts.
Be a guy. I don't wear a dress on Saturdays.
We go based off the nigga though. So if
I go based off the chick. You're super masculine, so how about I wear a dress on Saturdays and you wear jeans on Saturdays?
You're leading and I'm following.
And it's crazy that she just said that. You're leading and I'm following. Women will typically give you the same treatment that you give them. So if a woman feels like a man is playing games, boo-boo, she about to play that game like a fiddle. She about to play that game like she's an Olympian, and I bet you she gets the gold medal. She gonna be petty AF. Don't play games with women because she gonna find out and she's gonna hurt you back. If you treat this woman with respect, if you treat her with trust, if you treat her like you care about her, then she will start letting the walls down. But that only comes from you taking the lead and showing, I'm willing to put in this effort. I'm willing to do this with you. And once you take that lead, she will follow whatever tone you set, whatever pace you set. That woman will walk down that path with you as you hold her hand. This is why this woman is saying it goes based off the men. And this happens even outside of a dating capacity. If a man walks up to me just out in the world, out in my daily life, and he comes up all aggressive and whatnot, what do you think that man's gonna get in return? You don't come up to me acting disrespectful or rude and think you're gonna get a meek little bunny rabbit. She is telling him my behavior is dependent upon the behavior displayed towards me by the man I am speaking to. If that man is playing games, then so am I. If that man is being respectful, then so am I. It's that simple.
So you give me a good vibe, I'm gonna give you a good vibe.
But here's the problem, though.
You treat me right, I'm gonna treat you right. You feel me?
Okay, let's use your logic. Let's say someone breaks into the house. You know what?
We shooting together. What's up, babe? Pass me the glove.
I'm gonna look at you and say, hey, listen, man.
Wait.
I don't feel like being the man right now.
Can
right?
you shoot with those nails?
I'm gonna be conditionally masculine. Like, you gotta go ahead and deal with the problem. You look at me like I'm crazy, right?
No.
I hell yeah, I'm gonna look at you like you crazy, because I could, like, my mom could be in the house and someone show up in my castle. Me and mom both got guns. Me and mom both shooting. Like, for what? How you gonna be my man and not be willing to throw down? Because it's not about being masculine or feminine. You know, women can protect themselves, right? Like you realize we have 2 arms and 2 legs and the same ability to kind of grab a gun if we need to. Yeah, we don't have the same ability to literally fight an intruder the way a man would, but that doesn't mean I won't. Like, if a person comes into my house, let's say I'm living with a boyfriend or something. If somebody comes into the house, do you think I'm just going to shake my man and be like, hey, only you go deal with that. I'm going to go back to sleep. What? If my man gets jumped in an alleyway, we get jumped in an alleyway and we are both into a fight. If my man gets into a bar fight, me and him are in a bar fight. We go down together. That's what a partnership is. Myron, you will... There's so many... Usually I'm not so rude. I try not to be super rude, but I do have to say this because it comes from the heart. Myron, you're a little bit of a bitch. I'm sorry, but you are, like, you kind of a little bitch. Like, you're whiny and you're a crybaby and you're petty and you're insecure. And it's just like, grow up. Are you serious? Like, you really think if there's an intruder in the house that it's only the man's responsibility to deal with it? Like, is it not your house too? Forget her for a minute. Okay? Is it only specifically a man thing to defend your property? Because I don't know any women in the world that would just let an intruder come in her house and not defend it. Why do y'all think this is just a man quality? Do y'all really think we can't defend ourselves at all? Like, we wouldn't? Y'all, oh my God. Myron's so annoying.
See, here's my problem. Here's my thing with modern day women. Y'all could pick and choose when you want to be ladies, but the man he can never pick and choose when he wants to be a man.
No, listen, it's not that we pick and choose. The thing about it is, today, right? We making money too. Back in the days, we wasn't making no money. We was in the crib, right? Mm-hmm. Right now, we making money. So you can't walk in and just treat us any type of way. You feel me? Because we bringing shit to the table too. Now, a bitch that's not bringing nothing to the table, you gonna be able to run over her. Like me, I'm very submissive. Like, when I talk to a nigga, I cook for you. I cook, I clean, I do everything. You ain't got to worry about nothing.
Question.
Right?
Question for you, because I want to use let's use your logic back.
Okay.
Let's say I come to a relationship and I got like a amazing wardrobe of clothes, a Miri this, Dior that, a 200 pair Jordan collection. What would you think of that?
That shit don't matter.
Thank you. Your money doesn't matter.
No.
See, hold on, whoa, stop the show. That's the equivalent. That I need you to let that sink in for 2 seconds.
No. Once again, totally over Myron's head, okay? This woman is trying to show Myron that despite his ability to showcase men as the monetary providers of a household, women no longer need that because we have our own jobs and finances. We do not need your money. That's what she's trying to say. She's not trying to be like, oh, we have our own money, we can buy, like, we're not trying to flex on men that we have nice shoes and nice clothes and nice wardrobe. That's what Myron's trying to do, and saying, oh, well, what if I come into a relationship and I show you, well, I got a nice wardrobe and nice thing. That's why she's like, that doesn't mean anything, because that wasn't the point. What she's saying is, stop bringing up men's financial ability in a relationship because it doesn't matter. We have our own. We don't need yours. That was the point she's trying to make. So you got to come to the table with something other than money, because it don't mean nothing. She was saying men with money come in and act like they can treat you any type of way, which is why women have gone to the lengths of obtaining their own financial stability, because what we truly value is a man that treats us right. None of us want to deal with a man who has a ton of money but gets to disrespect us any type of way because he's the financial breadwinner. We don't want to deal with that, which is why a lot of us are so devoted to our careers, our jobs, all of that, is so that instead of being reliant on a man we do not like for his financial stability, we can go find a man we do like for other reasons. A man that actually treats us right, a man that actually makes us feel good, a man that's actually going to be there for us. And the financial thing does not have to take up space in our mind because we know that we're good on our own.
When women say, I'm bringing money to the table in my career, That's like me telling you, I'm bringing my fashion, I'm bringing my drip. Yeah, I'm swagged out. It doesn't matter to you. Why? Because you don't benefit from me dressing well. I don't benefit from you having money necessarily.
And we don't benefit from you having money. Okay? We don't benefit from you having money. Not anymore. This is not the 1950s. We do not need your money. So I'm like, every time I hear Myron bring up money, it's like, that's not an argument. It is not an argument. Unless you are seeking a gold digger, the rest of us women don't give a damn about your money. That is like, that's bottom tier of what we're looking for. Now, if you happen to be a fantastic man and you're wonderfully spoken and you treat us right, you take care of us, like emotionally, you're there for us, and then you happen to be a billionaire, then that's a nice bonus. We can go on nice trips together and everything. But that is not a requirement. Myron is making it seem like men with money, that's a requirement. And it's not. The same way you don't give a damn about our money, we don't give a damn about yours.
I feel like everybody mindset different because if you're dating somebody and y'all building together, right? Y'all building an empire. Y'all investing
Women
together.
don't build, they move in.
No, that's not true. You can't speak for everybody.
You want a nigga making 480K per year?
Listen, there's a lot of women that still to this day will not leave their parent house or leave their home until they are married.
Thank you. They move in.
Myron is really just has this mentality as if women are eating off the plates of their man constantly, not realizing we have our own fucking table. We have our own plate. We have our own house. We have our own car. Stop using these materialistic things as some sort of justification to call yourself an alpha man or a man of value, because it's not. Like, throughout this entire video, that's all Myron has talked about is the substances, the physical items, the physical things that men can bring to a relationship when that's not what women are looking for. He has made no mention on your ability to be a reliable partner. He's made no mention of your emotional capacity, how secure you are. Like, these are the things that mean the most. We women in general want to lead a drama-free life. We want a man who's emotionally available, who's financially stable, so that we don't have to just take care of him. We want a man who is mature and responsible. This is what's going to cause us to like you more, because we know you're not going to cause us any issues. If you're really good at communication, we can easily work through problems with you. These are the things that we value the most. Your actual bank account numbers, the name brands you have in your closet, are like the lowest tier of things that we are looking for. We don't care. And I personally, and I know a lot of my friends, actually look down upon men who have a lot of like name brand stuff. It seems really pretentious. You're real like big headed. I don't want a man that's more of a fashionista than I am. That's a little weird for me. And I don't really want a man who's so hung up on labels and money and stuff. Like, that's not what people should be valuing in life. Myron doesn't seem to understand what truly brings life value. And that is just a lack of emotional maturity on his part. The fact that he's missing the point of everything that this woman is trying to tell him is a real display of his lack of intellectual ability. He's demonstrating how undateable he truly is. This is just another video of Myron not understanding women, even though professing to be an expert, even though he's never been in a serious relationship. Why does this podcast exist? In the comment section below, let me know what you think about this silly ass conversation. I don't even know what to make of it. Like, I like debunking it because I don't want the misinformation to spread, but it also is super interesting and like kind of baffling, the dumbass explanations and conclusions that these men come to. Like, how is this going completely over your head? How are you missing this? Put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this subject, about this conversation, and all that you heard. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. And remember, I love you and I will miss you, but you know I will be back in a future video. Bye.